Hello guys and welcome back to Bareham Engines. We got some good news for you. So guys, these are the Cosworth pistons that I sent back to the customer, the one that does the Teflon and the ceramic coating. As you can see by the crown, he hasn't bothered ceramic coating these. Because I think what he wants to do, we're going to build another engine, we're going to find a crank, etc. And he's got other plans basically, so he didn't go as far as ceramic coating the tops of these ones, but he has, as you can see, he has Teflon coated the bottom, done a really nice job. So we're going to get these pistons down the hole now. As you see, I've got them on the rods, and I was just waiting for these, and then we can get this thing together and I'll sort of show you when it's pre-assembled. But yeah, really nice job. Well guys, I'm just on my way to Pete's house. Pete is the chap that I bought the Honda Fireblade off, and you'll be glad, and I'm definitely glad, that the bike is going back to Pete. He's bought it off me. I've sold it to him for what I bought it off him for, really. I had it MOT'd recently. It needed front wheel bearings and some brake fluid. But yeah, he's having it off me, so I'm glad about that really, because Pete he really missed that bike. From then, when he sold that to me, he bought a GSX-R 1000, a 2007. Never really got on with it. Then he ended up buying Stuart's ZX-10 off him, 2006, and he didn't like that either. It's a bit too powerful. He's sort of in his 60s, Pete, and the Honda is a real nice sort of mellow bike to ride, really. So yeah, he's having it off me. Just gonna go and pick him up. He's dropping his car off and he's coming back to collect it. So bit of a sad day, but yeah, I'm glad Pete's having it back. It's a lovely bike. Guys, just a little run around the workshop, show you what's happening here, what we got going on. So the Cosworth, this is the one that I showed you earlier on the pistons, Teflon coating. That is all done now. We put the head on just loosely there, with some cardboard in between instead of a gasket, just for transit purposes. He's going to sort that out. Well, that is back together now. Just got to do his bill, give him a ring, and then we can get that sent off to him. Still haven't got the block back for the Jag, the 4.2 Jag. Although that customer there, it's actually North Devon Metalcraft. They make sort of aluminium bodies and whatever. Fantastic, unbelievable skill those guys have got. But they sort of make bodies for classic cars and what have you, like Cobras and stuff like that. They still got the block. We haven't got that back yet, but they did drop us off another one yesterday. So that's another 4.2. Same again, that's going to go in an absolute immaculate car, show car. So both of those engines have got a look brand new. Now, while we're on that subject of making things look like brand new, you'll be glad to know that, mainly really down to your comments, we have ordered a new machine. We've ordered a Vapor Blaster. Now the Vapor Blaster we've ordered is about the same size as that washing machine over there, the big blue one. So we're going to be getting rid of that, because that washing machine there was good when we used to have do a lot of cylinder head work. It would sort of wash fresh oil off, but it's no good for real grimy stuff and cost a fortune to run. So the Vapor Blaster that we have ordered is about 1.3 meters squared, so it's a big job. It's got a 1 meter turntable in it, so that thing is going to be fantastic for blasting all our engine parts. You know, a lot of what we do now is the classic stuff. People want it to look fantastic, as well as being, you know, perfect inside. So yeah, ordered one of them, guys. We're not going to get it for about 2.5 months, but progress, I would say, on that. Here we have the MGB. So this one has all been stripped by Isaac. We've sort of measured it. We've done a sort of estimate, give it to the customer, and he's given us the go ahead on that. So it started out that he said the head was all right. Been sitting there for some time, so just check it out, but he wanted us to do a short engine, but I've talked him into sort of doing it properly, really, because that's all we do. So we're going to have the crank assembly all balanced. We're going to go through the head anyway, and we're going to build the engine up complete. But this thing's going to look fantastic when it's all done. So I said to you the other day, the Astra VXR engine here, our supplier on the Wasner pistons, they can't get them for about another 3 months, and they had gone up. They've gone up to about £650 a set from £450 to us. So yeah, everything's gone up massively. Although I have used Mar Motorsport, the ones I buy my Cosworth pistons off, and various other bits. Fantastic lads up there. They've managed to source me a set of pistons. I think they got standard in stock, but we want to go 1/2 mil oversize. They've managed to get me a set, and they're slightly cheaper. They're about 600 a set. So I think they're Wiseco. So they'll be here with us maybe Tuesday, Wednesday. So I'm just honing this out with the roughing stones, because it's only got to go 1/2 mil. But the reason I'm not boring it is because Studebaker block that I showed you the other day on the boring machine, the guy had supplied a set of pistons. Now this was a schoolboy error, really, supplying pistons before we've actually looked at the bores. These are the pistons he's got. They're 20 thou over, so 1/2 mil. We did bore the block out at 1/2 mil, and nowhere near is it going to clean. See right at the top of the bore on all of them, and plus down the bottom, you see a big area both sides on some of them where it hasn't cleaned. The usual story with that is, a lot of the time you find with some of these old blocks, used to happen on the early Fords actually, a lot of the time they would be bored not sort of true to the top, so a little bit on the piss really. But a couple of these big grooves at the top, they were never going to clean at 20. So he's gone away, looked at pistons, see if we can get 40s. I said 40 really would be ideal, but he can't get them. So we're basically linering this back to 20, because that's the pistons we got. So I bored the one out. Fortunately, this is our Westwood chart here of liners. I have a look on this chart to, first of all, I look on the inside what we've got to end up at, and this one has got to end up at 3.33 at 20 thou. So we need a flange liner. Fortunately, 7.4 is absolutely cock on the depth of this bore. So weirdly, we can use that liner. So I've ordered 6 of those. What I might have to do is just turn the outside of the flange down, because it's quite a big outside. We've got to bore it to 3.535, sort of leaving about 3 thou in there, heat the block and then push these liners in. So yeah, turn the outside diameter of the flange down and then to whatever I want, and hopefully these will go straight in. So they should be here with us Monday. I've roughed the first bore out on that, but I'm not going to go any further on the final cut until I get the liner. I like to get the liner and just measure that outside diameter and make sure it's right, and I get the interference right. But yeah, so I'll crack on with that Monday. But that's the reason that I'm rough honing the VXR block as opposed to boring it. So the 1500 pre-cross flow, I've emailed over the estimate to the guy there, haven't heard back from him yet, but so we can't really go any further with that. But I mean, that's Vapor Blaster we've ordered. This engine here is a prime example of why we need that, really. I mean, we're getting a lot of these old engines that look like this, and really we'll just Vapor Blast the whole lot. What I didn't like about the Vapor Blaster, or the idea of it beforehand, is it still uses a glass medium. So what we were worried about is it going in oil ways and getting stuck in. But to be honest, what we're finding with the soda is, although it's supposed to dissolve with water, you're finding it is going down into oil ways and sort of ramming itself in any little corner and crevice it can, and it doesn't wash out. So what we're having to do now is whatever we blast, whatever we clean, we take out all the oil bungs and thoroughly clean it afterwards, no matter what we do. So yeah, I think the Vapor Blaster, it does make stuff look absolutely brand new and nice. So yeah, as of about October, guys, if any of you have got anything to be Vapor Blasted, you know where to come. So guys, I know that I said I may be doing a review on the Transit, and I may be getting it on what was it, Wednesday night about 4 o'clock. Well, as you can see in the background, we did take delivery of it, and it is absolutely fantastic. I'm not going to be doing a review today because I'll be quite honest with you, we're really busy this week. As you can see in there, we've got enough to get on with, so I'm going to be reviewing this over the weekend, hopefully get that to you on Monday. But what a vehicle, guys. As I said, when I went to pick this up, I was having a chat with John Burnell, the salesman, John has been absolutely brilliant with keeping me updated and trying to get this vehicle ready for us. And we were saying that he'd watched the video on me when I put this on one of the last videos, and he read through some of the comments, and we were both surprised that we didn't get any real negative sort of feedback on us getting this. I was half expecting people to say, "Cool, they're really expensive. I wouldn't have that as a work van or whatever." But these days, I think image is everything, and if people can see, I think attitudes have changed now. If people can see that, from what you got, what your work van's like in your workplace, if they can see success, then obviously they see that as you doing a good job at the end of the day, and that's what we do. So why not? It's an absolutely beautiful van, does everything we need, looks fantastic. So yeah, I'll just sort of show you inside very quickly. This is the back. I've got my 2 kid seats in the back there, so you see it's all nicely carpeted there with the MSRT mats. It's leather interior with half Alcantara, because we've got 3 children living with us, so you've got the 2 little ones on the end, and he's got a full-size seat in the middle there. Absolutely brilliant. You've got sliding doors both sides. In the front, you've got the half leather, half Alcantara. You've got 3 seats in the front, all got proper seat belts. You've got the MSRT logo imprinted in the Alcantara in the back. You've got this beautiful steering wheel, and that is so comfortable, and it's like a car to drive, guys. It's got the touch screen in the middle there, automatic as well, which I think works really well with diesel. So anyway, gonna stop there, not gonna go too much into it, but yeah, we absolutely love it. Well, thanks ever so much for watching, guys. Until the next episode, have a lovely weekend, enjoy the sun, and we'll see you in another one. Cheers, guys.